Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to another US Gamer stream. This one is for Homeworld Remastered, which just will be coming out tomorrow. I've had it over the weekend. Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to play it, but I have played it in the past, so I'm at least passingly familiar with it. So let's check it out. By the way, let me know if you can hear me just fine. I assume everything's okay because my setup hasn't changed. And hello, Seven Pains. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, as always. Good to see familiar faces in here. And of course, everybody else. Art Raider, good to see you. Go Wild. Gordalot, hello. And Isolated Incident, welcome to the show.
Cryogenic trays have been processed, and our colonists are safe for now. We are all that's left of our world, our culture, our people.
From the interrogation, we learned that a frontier fleet patrolling the borders of a vast interstellar empire was dispatched to destroy our planet. The captain claimed our people violated a 4,000-year-old treaty forbidding us to develop hyperspace technology. Extermination of our planet was the consequence. The subject did not survive interrogation.
So, the basic premise of Homeworld is that you represent a race, not human, that is kind of being driven across the galaxy.
Hyperspace jump successful.
It's not unlike Battlestar Galactica in that you have a big...
Scanner data indicates asteroid density is highest in this region. Commence resource gathering.
It's not unlike Battlestar Galactica in that you have a giant mothership.
Resources locked in.
And you are being pursued by an enemy, though not in this case robots.
Resource controllers are available for construction. To improve the efficiency of collection, build one and position it near the asteroid vein.
Acknowledged.
So, this game originally came out in 1999. And it immediately stood out compared to everything else that had come out up until that time. Let's see, resource controller, but I don't have enough of that. Immediately stood out for a variety of reasons. One of them was that it was a true 3D game, which was very cool for its time, and it's still very cool, to be perfectly honest. Another thing that stood out about it was the fact that the ships, all of your units, carry over from mission to mission. So all of these interceptors, which are primarily what I've been able to build so far, are what I've had up until this point. I would love to be able to build. I would love to be able to build more right now, but I only have a finite number of resources. So one of the big things that you got to do in Homeworld is you collect as many resources as possible. You don't squander ships if you can help it, and you salvage everything you possibly can, which in some cases means grabbing capital ships while they're in the middle of a fight. Nadanil asks if I've played Homeworld Cataclysm. You know, I had totally forgotten about Homeworld Cataclysm. That's not Homeworld 2, is it? I don't think so. So was there a third? No, it would be nice if you could clear that up in the chat. For some reason, I only thought there was 2. I only played the first one. I never got around to playing the second one. Camera can be a little finicky, so you can zoom in pretty close.
That's a full load. Let's take it back.
Hear the people talking. Okay, so Nathaniel says that it went Homeworld, Homeworld Cataclysm, and then Homeworld 2. So, as we're doing right now, unfortunately this doesn't make for the most interesting stream. I'm currently waiting for my resource collectors to get back to base so that I can... I guess I'm just collecting resources. It doesn't really give me a value, but if I can eventually build a resource collector. The interesting thing about Homeworld is that not a lot of games like it came afterward. Part of it was that it kind of came at the tail end of what you might call the golden age of real-time strategy, at least in my opinion. The golden age being the late 1990s, when games like StarCraft were definitely dominant. Warcraft 3 came out, and it was certainly a hit in 2003, which was, by the way, the same year that Homeworld 2 came out. But, oh, sorry, Warcraft 3, yes. Warcraft 3 came out that year, and it did very well, but it wasn't quite as well received as StarCraft 2. And ultimately, it did not have the same staying power here. And then after Warcraft 3, Command & Conquer also started to decline, especially because Westwood had been purchased by EA by that point. And so kind of the major pillars of real-time strategy began to fall by the wayside. And this coincided with the, well, what you might call the decline of the PC at that time. Alright, so we got some resources. That's awesome. So I guess now I can build a resource controller if I want. I don't really want to. I guess it's more efficient. So I guess I'll do what the game tells me to. Maybe it'll save me some time.
Long-range sensors indicate a mothership-class mass signature. It's coming in fast. Power readings are off the scale. Full combat alert. Stand by for contact.
Oh, that can't be good.
Ambassador away.
Trajectory locked in. Hailing signal open on all channels. Entering magnetic field now. Almost there. Fleet, we've lost guidance and are being drawn in. A lot of lights. There seems to be some kind of activity inside. I can see.
We are the Bentusi, and welcome you on spacefaring cultures, non-bound. The elderly trade routes were established for the first time by our ancestors. The resources you collect are of value to the Bentusi exchange. They will serve as an acceptable medium for trade. It has been our custom to equip trading partners with an exchange limit. It is therefore been provided to your ambassador as a gesture of goodwill.
That sounds promising.
Fleet, this is Ambassador. We are clear of the Bentusi vessel. All systems green. Harbor Control has released guidance and the exchange unit is secure. Receiving crews. Prep the quarantine chamber.
Roger that. Quarantine standing by.
Bentusi trading link established.
Stand by for acquisition and transfer.
So I guess I'm trading with people. Hooray! That's cool. He doesn't want to kill me, which is good, because I haven't built any capital ships yet. So in the last level, I earned access to 2 new research profiles, the Assault Frigate and the Heavy Corvette. So I guess the Heavy Corvette is better for battling fighters, and the capital ship is good for taking on much larger items. I already got a lot of interceptors right here, so I think I'm actually going to build a capital ship chassis. And I'm having all my money drained at the moment. So... Art Raider commenting on the voices.
Complete.
Yes, everything about this game is really, all the voices are really sedate. One of the things that I really like about the way that it tells its stories is that it uses in-engine cutscenes, which were not all that common back in 1999. Metal Gear Solid came out in 1998 and kind of pushed that idea
Insufficient
ahead.
resources. Research paused.
So, here's my resource
Standing by.
controller. Presumably I want it here.
Confirmed. Ready. Reporting. Ready. Reporting.
Insufficient resources. Research paused.
Okay.
Standing by.
Move, you bastard. Can you
Roger.
move? So in the last battle, we had a pretty rad space fight. Move your resources. Okay, I'm
Mothership.
Roger.
kind of trying to do that.
Standing by.
Okay. Move.
Standing by.
Best stream ever.
Research complete. New frigates available for construction.
Sweet. New frigates. I like them.
Confirmed.
So unfortunately my resource controller won't move, which is too bad because I spent money on it.
Ready.
But okay. Ooh. So that's what I had to do. Okay, so I click on it, and I am offered a plasma bomb launcher. All right.
Local resources exhausted. Fleet moving on. Roger. Ready.
Tyrannic raiders, servants of the Tydam, are arriving. They must not learn of our contact. We must depart. All that moves is easily heard.
To increase harvesting efficiency, Move your resource controller as close to heavy
Ready.
resource areas as possible.
So, about that.
Reporting.
Oh my gosh.
Roger.
Oh wait.
Destination.
Tyrannic Raider fighters are attacking.
Hooray,
Prepare
I'm
for
finally
more
moving.
hostile ships to arrive.
Unfortunately, it's just when
Roger.
enemy fighters and stuff are coming in, so good news.
Escort pattern locked in.
Good news, we get to watch some like fights and stuff. Bad news, this is coming just when
Strike group acknowledged.
raiders are entering the area, presumably around here somewhere. This is also Battlestar Galactica. Seven Pains talking about the Zone of the Enders HD collection. I wish I could say that the Zone of the Enders HD collection was good, but unfortunately it was kind of notorious for its technical glitches and that sort of thing.
Defensive perimeter set.
Enemy ships in the area. Want to make sure that I don't lose my resource controllers.
Acknowledged. Assuming guard position.
So I'm having my little fighters guard them. Because look at all those fighters. Woo! I actually want to build a Corvette. Except that I don't have a Corvette. Okay, but I can research a Corvette. Haha! And then build one.
Assembly underway. Construction underway.
Corvettes. Oh,
Confirmed.
that's not very nice of them.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Light Corvette complete.
Strike group, prepare for assault. Let's say con. Resource collector under attack.
And the battle begins.
Light Corvette complete.
I caught one. Supporting friendly units. Ready. Attack coordinates locked in. Copy. Moving to intercept. Resource collector under attack. Strike group under enemy attack. Berths are clear. Berths are clear. Resource collector taking enemy fire. Target confirmed.
Interceptor complete.
Drawing heavy fire.
It's pretty cool that you can zoom in pretty close and get a nice big
Resource collector
close
under
view of
attack.
everything that's
Several
going on.
Tyrannic Raider capital ships have just emerged from hyperspace near the mothership.
Oh crap.
Resource collector under attack.
I am so screwed.
Mothership.
I guess I should mention that
All right, let's heat it up
this
in here.
game is not the easiest game in the
Resource
world.
collector taking enemy fire. Standing by.
Research complete. New Corvettes available for construction.
Docking underway. Resource collector taking enemy fire. Strike group reports hostile
Oh
contact.
wow.
Standing by. Strike group coordinates locked in.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Strike group prepare for assault. Confirmed. Resource collector under attack. You are clear to dock. Alright, hang in there. Resource collector under attack. Underway. Ready. Moving to intercept.
Wow.
Mothership.
So one of the things about this game,
Resource collector taking enemy fire.
if you don't build a lot of stuff early on, you can
Target
kind of end
locked.
up being screwed
Stay on top of them.
because
Light fire confirmed.
you will eventually get overwhelmed.
Mothership weapon systems activated.
Resource collector under attack. Assembly underway. Confirmed.
Under fire. Requesting orders.
Construction underway. Assembly underway. Strike group, prepare for assault.
Heavy corvette complete.
Standing by. Attack coordinates locked in.
Watch for debris.
Acknowledged.
Heavy corvette complete.
Copy. Attack vector laid in.
Okay, well, at least I seem to be doing okay against the missile corvettes.
Confirmed. Attack vector laid in. Copy. Confirmed. Docking underway.
Mothership.
I really wish I could go
Mothership.
hide my ships.
Combat stations look sharp.
Because I can't really afford to lose any of my resource collectors right
Strike
now.
group reports hostile contact. Standing by.
Light fire confirmed.
Acknowledged. Attack coordinates locked in.
Heavy fire confirmed.
Your ion thingy. Give it to me.
Reporting. Coming into dock. Dock order confirmed.
I want it,
Confirmed.
precious.
Ready.
Group 1 reports victory.
Give it to me.
Engaging.
Nom 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 nom. That's one of the things about this game. Hello. I got a couple of salvage corvettes.
Strike group reports hostile contact.
You don't
Dock order
always
confirmed.
necessarily want to go in and
Roger.
you don't necessarily always want to go
New
out
heading set.
and try and kill everything. Sometimes it's to your benefit to
Reporting.
steal stuff. And if you want to
Heavy
steal
corvette
your
complete.
stuff, so I'm stealing this guy right here. Delicious ion thingy.
Standing by. Attack coordinates locked in. Strike group receiving fire. Lock all weapons on target. Standing by. Confirmed. New heading set. Confirmed. Roger. Green line confirmed. Coming into dock.
Matanil, stealing ion rays, baller move. Yeah, baller.
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Well, that didn't go nearly as badly as I thought. Hey, 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 you're not allowed to shoot that. Nope, nope, bad. Bad interceptors,
Group one.
bad. I'm
Copy.
stealing that. That's mine. That's my precious. Precious. I want the precious.
Ready. Moving to destination.
In the meantime, I am gonna go mine some stuff. Because I needs the money. Hey! I told you,
Copy.
stop that.
Coordinates confirmed. Group 1 reporting. Strike group moving into position. Reporting. Copy. Standing by. Ready.
Jesus.
Group 1 moving to destination. Roger.
Group
one of the
1
things about this
designated.
game,
Moving to destination.
I like Homeworld and all, but because it's a little older,
Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders. Group
it
1.
doesn't
Roger.
seem, the interface is definitely a little
one
more unwieldy
reinforced.
compared to Sins of a Solar Empire, which is a game that I will refer to a lot because that is kind of my
Docking
spaceship
underway.
game of choice. So one of the cool things about that game, and I'll explain in a moment, as soon as I dock. I want you to retire, I want you to dock. There.
Dock order confirmed.
So you get, in Sins of a Solar Empire, you have all
Coming
of
into
the flight groups, kind of where I'm pointing.
Docking underway.
And in that game, it's really easy to set up groups and fleets and just to be able to click over there. So it's been kind of like a transition to remember, like just to be able to organize everything. This is kind of still going by more traditional real-time strategy user
You are
interface,
clear to dock. Docking signal green.
where
Docking
you know you
signal
have your
green.
control
You are
groups and
clear to dock.
everything. So.
Confirmed.
All right,
En
so
route.
we got 2 ion frigates, and
Ready.
resource collectors are buying stuff, so I should be able to build an
Birds are
assault
clear.
frigate now, which is awesome, because that will help greatly in my battling bad guys. It'd
Standing
be
by.
kind of cool if the ships all had their kill counts, or maybe they do. Has he killed 42 fighters? Because if that's the case, then that's super impressive. Video Red Stripe Homeworld looks like another reason to finally go back to PC gaming. So if you'll permit me a brief argument, you should be going back to PC gaming anyway. If you're a hardcore gamer, then just spend the money, build a really good PC gaming rig. You will get almost everything you could want outside of maybe like Nintendo games and handheld games. You'll get games earlier because they come out on Steam before they come out on everything else. Just attach it to your TV. And it's a multi-purpose thing. It's really great. It'll last you a while, especially if you build your own and you don't like go out and buy a pre-built
Assault
one.
frigate complete.
If you are a serious gamer, I would argue that you should own a PC right now. And no, this is not I'm sorry if this comes off as a PC Master Race rant. I love my consoles very much, and I still play them. And certainly, if you like Japanese RPGs, and like even Japanese RPGs, like Valkyria Chronicles, are coming out on PC now. I mean, that kind of tells you all you need to know. All right, so sweet. I got my assault frigate now. That's good for
Resource
attacking
collector
stuff.
taking enemy fire.
Apparently, I'm under attack
Confirmed.
by something. Oh! Oh! Well, that's not very cool.
Supporting friendly units. Reporting.
More ion frigates for me.
Resource collector taking enemy fire. Resource operation reporting enemy contact. Supporting friendly unit.
Ow. So yeah, first rule of Homeworld, salvage all of the things.
Group 1 standing by.
Group 1 assigned.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Ready. Group 1.
Destination canceled.
Canceling attack.
Yes, please stop attacking my Precious.
Group
Stop!
one.
Stop! No,
Copy that.
stop!
Attack
Leave the
withdrawn.
Precious alone. Thank you, God. Trey uncool. Huh. Well, I got a bunch of stuff now. Got all my research done. So let's see what else I can build. I can build a research ship which I already have. I got a controller. I suppose I could build another assault frigate. I'm certainly open for ideas here on the Twitch chat, by the way. It's been a while since I played this game. I already got... it might help to have... See, light corvettes seem redundant. Because I already got, like, a lot of interceptors.
Resources exhausted, fleet.
But this is much better against corvettes.
Are clear.
So
Construction
I'll build
underway.
some of those.
Construction underway.
And maybe,
Resource collector awaiting orders.
maybe I'll build another...
Standing by. That's all of them. Ready for orders.
Group 2 designated. Enemy frigate captured.
Sweet.
Heavy corvette complete.
Maybe build another resource collector? Video Red Stripe wants to know if Jeremy bit the bullet and got a PC. Not to my knowledge. Jeremy's kind of been in the busy building a house, which
Resources
is, you know, expensive and stuff. Or so I've heard. So he probably has not had the money to buy a PC. Bob has a really good gaming PC, which he actually prefers to play on. I built mine last year. Jazz is a really good gaming PC, and I would say Jazz is a PC gamer first. So I'd say Jeremy's been always a Mac player. Jeremy has been playing... Jeremy's experiences with computers go back to games like Marathon and that sort of thing. So his experiences are a little different. And he prefers to buy Apple everything. Personally, as a gamer, I think that you would want to bite the bullet and get a regular PC, or I guess you could just own a PS4 and an Xbox One and be happy, but... Okay, well, I've protected the fleet. Is there anybody else? I wish I could say that this mission were a little better balanced. Oh, mothership. Okay,
Group 1 reporting.
that explains a lot. All right, so apparently.
Group 1.
So I didn't realize it, but
Heavy corvette complete.
the enemy mothership
En route.
is this way.
Group 2 copies. Coordinates confirmed.
So, having stolen a bunch of ion thingies and other
Acknowledged.
stuff,
Heavy corvette complete.
Standing by.
now it's kind of
Group
the
3 designated.
Copy.
now is the time to go attack the mothership.
Understood. Group 1 standing by. Move order confirmed. Group 2 underway. Group 3 copies. En route.
The Raider carrier has been located. It is reinforcing their squadrons of fighters and corvettes.
Reporting. Group 3 copies.
And this is where
Roger. Attack coordinates locked in. Ready. Moving to intercept. Standing by. Moving to intercept.
Group 2 reports victory.
Confirmed. Intercept course punched in.
kill them.
Group 1 copies. Moving to intercept. Group 2 copies. Group 3 copies. Attack vector laid in. Target confirmed.
Group 4 designated.
Group 2 reporting. Group 4 reporting.
This should be over in relatively short order. Yes, as for what everybody was pointing out, yes, I was aware that it was way above me, but as I said, the interface in Homeworld can be a little unwieldy when it comes to trying to interact with the Z-axis. But we're good now. This should be over in relatively short order.
Ready.
I thought I had 3 ion frigates for some reason. I sort of feel like I should save my money. I might need it for something next mission.
The carrier is retreating. If it escapes, they will warn the Titan fleet of our pursuit. Do not allow them to hyperspace.
Assume combat stations.
Ready.
Oh, there it is.
Target confirmed.
Mothership.
Ready.
Should be able to get it.
Copy.
Is there particularly good formation for fighters? I'm curious, just because I like to go with the sphere formation, because then they kind of fly around like this and they don't overshoot their enemies all the time. But I'm curious for your guys' thoughts. Starseer gives a helpful tip. You just have to hold right mouse button and look from above to locate an XY plane, and then change to horizontal plane to locate the target in Z plane. Okay.
Group 2 has defeated the enemy.
What? Boo. Good grief. Man, that was a lot of work lost. Now let's see where it reloads. Ugh. Why don't we check out Homeworld 2? Almost got him. Damn. I guess I should have grabbed all of the ion thingies. Let's see. Ugh, crap. Sorry about that. So, Homeworld 2. Let's check it out. So, Homeworld 2 is the sequel to Homeworld 1, obviously. As I've been informed by the chat, it came after Homeworld Cataclysm, which apparently is the best one. But, Homeworld 2. Nadia Nell, yeah, Homeworld. Making the point that the Homeworld 1 campaign is pretty tough. Yeah, it was only mission 4, but I guess that was when PC games really didn't pull any punches. So And they definitely didn't hold your hand. And it was possible to screw
For the
yourself.
first time, the great hyperspace core was found.
I remember I got
With
really...
Came the gift of interstellar travel.
I got really far in the
The
original
Outer Rim
Homeworld.
trade routes were established.
But it gets
Uniting the
really,
galaxy
really tough
in peace.
at the end of the game. Like, it lets you build up your forces a lot in the beginning. And then you're basically operating on a shoestring budget for the rest of the game. So, let's see, Homeworld 2. Pardon me for skipping the opening cutscene. I'm not actually one for cutscenes. Are you guys ones for cutscenes?
This is Tannis Control. We have visual contact with the core. Proceed with transfer.
Oh, Starseer is arguing that Homeworld 1 is the best. I think we're gonna have a fight in the chat now.
Capture procedures.
Hey, I know that ship. It's so interesting that
The mothership recognizes the core and confirms signal lock.
I'm wondering if the music and kind of the aesthetic and presentation were like this in the original, and if this wasn't a remastered thing. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Online.
But it's so Battlestar Galactica-esque, and it's funny that,
Engineering. Online. Stand by to initiate engine.
and it's funny
sequence.
that, I mean, these games came out a few years before Battlestar Galactica happened, the reboot. So it's certainly not taking cues from the original show outside of maybe
Engine test complete. All standard drives.
outside of maybe the
operational.
basic premise.
Navigation online. The mothership is standing by.
Course canceled.
And we're back to the tutorial.
This is Fleet Intelligence. Our task is to analyze sensor data and generate mission objectives. Before launching the mothership, we must conduct a series of trials to ensure all critical systems are operational. Throughout these trials, the mothership will be running with a minimal crew and will remain docked with Tannis.
I'm starting to get
Once these
deja vu
trials are
here.
complete, we will launch the mothership and test the hyperspace core. The first trial will test the resourcing system. A resource collector is standing by.
It'd be nice if we could skip the tutorials if we wanted to.
Confirmed. Salvage target acquired.
But look, it's a totally different resource collector. Look at it, it's all different. It's true, but it's basically a tutorial.
Resourcing systems fully operational. Trial successful.
Woo!
We will now test the mothership's production capabilities. Begin construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
Fighter facility subsystem.
Mothership. Production underway.
By the way, if there's anything in particular that you guys would like to see, let me know in the chat. Be nice if we could skip a few missions, but Unfortunately, that is not the case.
Foundry, this is Floor. How far away?
Mothership Fighter Facility complete. Fighter Facility Subsystem complete. Engineering is online and ready for fighter production.
To test basic combat capabilities, construct an interceptor squadron.
Production underway.
In case you're wondering, I have it cranked up to max settings right now, so this is what it looks like up close. It looks pretty good, I would say. The only reason that it's chugging a tiny bit is that I'm streaming right now, which also takes up some resources for my computer, so...
Interceptor Squadron complete.
Stand by to begin combat trials. Perimeter Station Chimera will assist by providing target drones. The drones are located here. Use the interceptors to destroy the target drones.
Ready.
Ready.
My first thought is... it
Moving to intercept.
generally looks very good, and isn't too buggy. But I suppose I was expecting a little more. It's quite detailed though. So there is that. It is cool to follow around the little fighters as they're doing their thing. My first thought, when I first started playing Homeworld, was that it didn't look that much better than Sins of a Solar Empire, which is about 8 years old now. It's a pretty old game. If you're not familiar with Sins of a Solar Empire, it's a space strategy game. A little different though, it's a 4X game rather than a straight real-time strategy game, though it is still real-time strategy.
Attention, Tannis Control. This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected. Signal indicates Vega bomber strike course.
Oh, that's a cool design. I like that.
This is a scramble alert. All pilots to their stations.
I'm half expecting tribal drums
Chimera
right
base.
here.
This is Blue Leader. Enemy units locked in. Awaiting orders.
Tannis is under attack. All forces to combat alert. This is not a test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera. The enemy must be eliminated. Order all interceptors to destroy the Vega bombers.
So the Starseer and Nathaniel, you guys have obviously played a lot of.
Moving to destination. Confirmed.
Homeworld in your
Guard orders
time.
confirmed.
What do you think of what you've seen out of this game thus
Production
far?
underway.
Confirmed.
Does it look a lot substantially better to you?
Moving to intercept.
Oh, that's cool.
Ready.
Production underway. Interceptor Squadron
Primaris Station is offline. The Vega have breached the Tanis perimeter.
The mothership is under attack. We cannot stay here any longer. Emergency launch underway.
These crews, stand by for emergency launch.
Roger that, Tanis. Primary couplings released.
She's looking good. Green line confirmed.
The mothership has cleared Tanis. We are away.
Multiple enemy reinforcements detected. Estimated time before contact, 2 minutes. Begin construction of attack bombers immediately. Bombers will be required to defend the mothership.
Uh-oh.
Production underway. Production underway.
Bombers, go, go.
Roger.
Group 1 designated.
Strike group acknowledged. Strike group prepare for assault.
Wish I could build a salvage corvette so I could go and steal that
The
guy.
mothership
right
is
here.
receiving light fire. Bomber squadron complete.
Impressive how detailed these ships are, actually.
Ready. Attack coordinates locked in.
So now I get bombers. Not just scouts and interceptors to start. Which is nice.
Enemy neutralized. Awaiting collapse. Reporting.
Group 2 designated.
Group 1 copy.
The mothership is under light attack. Bomber squadron complete.
Confirmed.
Group 2 reinforced.
Attack vector laid in. Group
Priority alert. The Vega are using hyperspace gates. If they are not destroyed, the enemy will deploy reinforcements through them. These gates must be destroyed.
Group 1 reporting. Strike group to battle position. Ready. Group 2 copies. Roger. Group 1.
Taking damage, please.
New formation acknowledged.
Under fire. Requesting orders.
Gate destroyed. Destroy all the remaining hyperspace gates.
Oh, I don't have any more resources. Sweet. So that's...
Group 1 copies.
Group 1 reports enemy contact.
Supporting friendly units. Copy. Group 1.
Drawing heavy fire.
I'm taking hits here. Standing by. Resources exhausted.
Bomber squadron complete.
Friendlies under fire. Moving in. Copy. Ready. Group 2 copies.
Group 2 reports victory.
Stand down. We're on.
Long-range sensors have detected multiple enemy signals converging on Tanis. All ships initiate docking procedures and stand by for hyperspace.
The Faker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.